What's up, tech heads, and welcome back to Google Trends Hub. Get ready for a rapid-fire rundown of the news that's shaking up the tech world. First up, SG Entertech is making waves with their brand new Android VR mini platform, Snack VR. This South Korean startup is not only launching an innovative VR experience, but also has its sights set on major expansion across Southeast Asia, promising a new era for virtual reality. Next, we're talking phones, and one reviewer is falling back in love with a familiar form factor. Forget those gigantic screens, we're diving into why the new Pixel 10 is bringing back the joy of small phones, offering a comfortable and powerful experience that might just change your mind about what a smartphone should be. But the evolution of Android doesn't stop there. Get ready for a deep dive into Android 16's next major update. This isn't just a minor tweak. We're talking about auto-themed icons that will change the look and feel of your apps, and get this, apps won't even be able to opt out. We'll break down what this means for developers and users alike. And finally, we're exposing a massive operation that's been lurking in the shadows. A sophisticated ad fraud ring known as SlopAds has been exploiting hundreds of Android apps to drive billions of ad bids daily. We've got the inside scoop on how this massive fraud ring operated and what Google is doing to stop it. Stick around, you absolutely need to know this. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. SG Entertech unveils innovative Android VR mini platform, Snack VR. Get ready to step into a new dimension of virtual reality. South Korean startup SG Entertech, founded in 2019, has officially announced the global launch of their groundbreaking VR mini platform, Snack VR. This innovative new product is designed to bring immersive VR experiences to a wider audience, making advanced virtual reality more accessible than ever before. But the ambition doesn't stop at the launch. SG Entertech is actively seeking expansion into the burgeoning Southeast Asian market, signaling a major push to become a key player in the global VR landscape. This move is significant as the VR industry continues to mature, with companies constantly seeking new ways to engage users and create compelling content. Snack VR promises a unique approach to the VR platform, aiming to carve out its own niche in a competitive market. The company's strategic focus on Southeast Asia indicates a keen understanding of emerging markets with high growth potential. This exciting development has generated considerable buzz within the tech community, with many anticipating how Snack VR will differentiate itself from existing offerings and what new possibilities it will unlock for users. The potential impact on the VR market, particularly in Asia, could be substantial. Stay tuned as we break down the tech behind Snack VR and its global ambitions. Next, prepare for a surprising comeback in the smartphone world. The Pixel 10 reignites love for small phones. Remember when phones under 7 inches were considered standard, and anything larger was a phablet? Those days feel like ancient history with today's massive smartphone displays. For a year, I was tethered to the behemoth iPhone 16 Pro Max, a device so large it felt like a constant strain, especially given my cubital tunnel syndrome. The sheer weight and unwieldy size aggravated my wrist condition, making even simple tasks a challenge. Big phones certainly have their advantages. A sprawling display perfect for media consumption and travel, ample room for text and photos, and an immersive experience for video calls. They excel in two-handed tasks like typing and reading on apps like Kindle, and let's not forget the often superior battery life. However, the trade-offs became too significant for my daily comfort and health. That's where the Pixel 10 entered the scene, offering a much-needed respite. Its 6.3-inch display hits a sweet spot, large enough for clarity without feeling overwhelming. My wrist feels relief, my fingers no longer perform contortions to reach the notification shade, and my pockets are less burdened. Taking selfies is easier, grip is more secure, and the phone feels perfectly balanced in hand. While the battery life is a notable compromise compared to its larger counterparts, the overall ergonomic improvement and manageable size make the Pixel 10 a compelling choice for those seeking a return to more comfortable smartphone usage. Audience impact. Users suffering from similar physical strains are celebrating the return of compact devices. while tech enthusiasts debate the ultimate balance between screen real estate and ergonomics. But the changes in the Android ecosystem go deeper than just hardware. Next, discover how Android 16 is forcing apps to adapt their look. Android 16 update: auto-themed icons force app adaptation. Google is stepping up its design game with Android 16, introducing a significant update that will automatically theme app icons, and developers won't have a choice but to comply. This move, seen in the latest Android 16 QPR2 beta, aims to bring a more cohesive and personalized look to the entire Android experience by extending Material use dynamic theming capabilities to all icons, even those that don't natively support it. Currently, Android 16 QPR2 offers settings for Default, Minimal, and Create. The Minimal option is key here. For apps that already support Material You, their icons will adapt to your chosen color palette. Crucially, for apps that haven't updated their icons, Android 16 will now auto-tint them to match your system colors. This isn't just a suggestion. Google is formally updating its Play Developer Distribution Agreement, mandating that developers grant users permission to modify app themes. This change goes into effect immediately for new developers and starting October 15th for existing ones. This decision mirrors Apple's approach with iOS 18 and aims to resolve the long-standing issue of inconsistent app icon designs on Android. While some developers have embraced Material You, many have not, leading to a fragmented visual experience. By forcing themed icons, Google is taking a decisive step to ensure a unified aesthetic across the platform, preventing potential legal issues with brand logos and ensuring a smoother user experience. This update is set to roll out in the coming months, fundamentally changing how apps will appear on your device. Audience impact: developers are scrambling to adapt their apps to the new theming requirements, while users anticipate a more unified and personalized visual experience on their Android devices. From design changes to digital threats, the tech world is always evolving. Next, we expose a massive ad fraud scheme. SlopAds fraud ring: 224 Android apps drove 2.3 billion daily ad bids. Cybersecurity researchers have uncovered a colossal ad fraud operation, dubbed SlopAds, that leveraged a staggering 224 Android applications to generate an astronomical 2.3 billion ad bids per day at its peak. This sophisticated scheme, discovered by human Satori threat intelligence and research team, managed to trick users and advertisers alike by employing advanced techniques like steganography and hidden web views to mask its malicious activities. The SlopAds operation was designed to be highly deceptive. The apps would only initiate fraudulent behavior if they detected they were downloaded after a user clicked on an ad, rather than installed organically. This conditional execution meant that the apps behaved normally when not under scrutiny, blending malicious traffic with legitimate ad campaign data and making detection incredibly difficult. The fraud module, known as FAT module, was cleverly concealed within PNG image files, only to be decrypted and reassembled once deployed. The operation generated revenue through hidden web views that directed users to threat actor-owned websites, displaying fraudulent ad impressions and clicks. This discovery follows closely on the heels of another major ad fraud scheme, icon ads, which Human had previously flagged. The SlopAds operation highlights a disturbing trend of increasing sophistication in mobile ad fraud, with threat actors employing complex tactics to bypass security measures and maximize their illicit gains. Google has since taken action, removing all the identified malicious apps from the Play Store, effectively dismantling the SlopAds network. Audience impact: this revelation has raised serious concerns about the security of the digital advertising ecosystem and the constant battle against evolving fraud tactics. Users are urged to be vigilant about app origins and permissions. That's all the top tech news for today. Stay tuned for our lightning round recap. And that's a wrap on today's Google Trends Hub. We've seen SG Entertech launch their innovative snack VR platform, the Pixel 10 making a triumphant return for small phone enthusiasts, Android 16 enforcing auto-themed icons, and the massive SlopAds fraud ring being dismantled. Thanks for tuning in. If you found this video helpful, Smash that like button, subscribe to Google Trends Hub for more cutting-edge tech news, and ring that notification bell so you never miss an update. Also, let us know in the comments which story you found most shocking, and give us a follow on all our social media channels.